I respect you, but don't disrespect me.
Your point of view is horrible compared to where I'm seeing.
Well, it depends on how I'm looking at it, right?
Exactly.
Am I going to look at every Trump supporter and say, you're a racist, you're a homophobic, you're a this, you're a that?
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Humor and Healing. We have a very, very special guest. So, Irvin, do us a favor. Let's introduce our guest. Give us a little background on this person.
Well, I work with her. We've been knowing each other for what? How long now? Like 2.5?
2.5 years, and
Something
he bullied
like
me to do this.
There you go.
Okay.
See? I sure did. I sure did.
Therapists do that to each other?
I sure did. Yeah. Peer pressure. It works.
Awesome. I love it.
Reverse psychology, everything.
See
that.
No, this is Katie Weber. This is my boss. She is the one that runs Weber Counseling, which shameless plug. We're taking patients.
Yes.
And yeah, she's very, very good with EMDR. It's something we want to talk about.
Yes.
I'm getting trained in it too. So like, but
I'm getting scared.
yeah, I'm scared for you.
She said, I don't want to make you cry.
No.
And you understand?
I'll explain it.
Okay. But I am excited because I think it's something brand new, right?
Yeah.
Or I mean, something that's really it's getting some momentum, but I'm up for it, man. Any new experience, any new way to help people, and for me to be able to talk about it, like I'm thinking, man, it's great. Even as a joke, like if I can put it in a bit, like,
But it's
dude,
not.
It's not. But
Yeah, it's not a joke, and that's what scares
That's the
me
great
about
part
him,
about
is that
it.
he's like, vámonos, let's do
It's
it,
gonna be
right?
like, this is chill. We're going to take care of this. And
Listen,
done.
to be honest, I'm really going to take it very serious because I really want people to understand. I want to give them a good understanding of what I went through. Like, I don't mind being the guinea pig, but I think it's an experience. Like, it's something that you can talk about and go, oh, dude, that was crazy. I did this thing with the light, and I was
With
crying.
the light.
With
He
the
keeps
light.
saying the light.
Isn't it like
We're going to do tappers today just because it's easier.
Oh,
or she's more familiar with using the tappers and the light.
Did
the
you
tappers.
say today?
Yeah,
Today?
the tapper.
Well,
just in
we'll
case.
see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how far we get.
Sample?
Wait, and how long roughly does this take?
Well, our sessions usually run for an hour. If we're lucky, my sessions can run for an hour and a half because I have a little bit more time. But usually an hour. Usually from activating the brain to stabilizing you.
See, that scares
What does,
me.
hold on.
45.
What does activating the brain
Exactly,
mean?
like
Well,
that.
that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Love
We're
it.
going to light
Now
up.
my hands are sweating.
I know, you're
Yeah,
just like,
tell
oh my
us
God.
more.
It's
Tell
like
us
lighting
more.
what was I going to say? Something up your ass.
Okay, now I'm scared.
Lighting up.
Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared.
But in the brain.
But in your brain.
But in the
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
in
I
the
think
brain.
Richard needs that.
Yeah. Hey, no, I don't
I
think
think, I think so. I like this.
I think, yeah,
Can I
that would
help?
be a good comedy.
Can I help
would,
with this?
Yeah.
I can help light that up.
See,
The
see, and
therapist
you,
lit something up my ass. And really
and you said there was no comedy here.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
that's comedy
this
gold.
is why it's humor and healing, guys.
Oh my god!
All right.
All right.
Tell us more about.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think they know what it is and like they know of it, but this is why we want to know more so that we can show it on Richard and how it works. And but I think we need to know a little bit more of the basic, what it is and like
Yes.
how it works.
EMDR, it stands for eye movement desensitization reprocessing.
I thought it was when couples tied each other up and spanked each other.
That's another one.
I mean, that's a way you can think about it like that. But
In a way, it
brain,
is.
like in your brain, right?
Yeah.
The left part of your brain is fighting with the right part of the brain
Yeah.
because the right part of the brain got stuck and it didn't get to fully reprocess with the left brain. It didn't get to communicate. So now you're going like this. You're clashing.
Okay.
So it is like couples being tied up in bondage,
Yes.
like that. Yeah. If you want to look
Interesting.
at it like that. I mean, whatever floats your cookie and gets you, to understand it.
People all of a sudden went, "Ooh, what? What's going on?" I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so how do you know somebody needs it, or how would I recognize it and go, "Hey, I need something like this"? And then let's talk about the process of how it works.
Let's see.
Who would you recommend for this?
We can do pretty much do EMDR on everybody, but we have to be very careful about the way we do it. Which is why when you're like, yeah, I want to do it, I don't care like what people say about me. Like I want to show people how it's done, and I just want to show. I'm very honest about my story, and it's okay to be naked with my feelings in front of everybody, which is cool. But with that being said, we want to make sure that you actually have the correct coping tools. Okay? Because if I'm walking to someone who's had severe trauma for their whole life, how old are you, Richard?
I'm 47.
Okay, you're 47 years of age and you've had complete trauma your entire life. And I'm going to be like, all right, let's do EMDR. And tell me the worst thing that has ever happened to you in your life, right? And we're just going to go there. But you have no coping skills. It's not going to be helpful for you.
Okay.
Because it can be hurtful. Okay.
In what sense?
It can be hurtful in the sense that like we were talking about igniting a fire up your ass, right?
Yeah.
We're igniting a fire in your brain. We're activating it, and we're asking the brain to bring up the worst things that have ever happened in your life. And when we do that, the body starts to feel all of those emotions. You start to go through it. So if you have a trauma, what happens is the brain saves the trauma in the original way it happened. Okay? So somebody who is sexually abused. Okay, we have several people that we work with that have been sexually abused. So the way they talk about it, and I'm going to close my eyes because this is how I work when I'm talking with my clients, is like the way the person touched me. I'm asking you to remember that. How they touched you, how they smelled, how it made your body feel. Were you feeling fearful or were you feeling anxious? Were you feeling shame? Were you feeling guilt? So I'm asking you to be so intimate with what you're sharing, and you're basically exposing yourself, right? And if I don't teach you how to stabilize those emotions, and I turn on that fire in your brain, I'm not being a very good therapist. So this is why a lot of people, I love TikTok. I'm obsessed with TikTok. And I watch videos all the time.
Doesn't everybody though?
No, I'm obsessed. And I watch videos and people say, oh, EMDR was horrible for me. EMDR didn't work for me. EMDR, blah, blah, blah. And then I think about it and it's like, it's because you were not taught how to do it the right way. So there's 8 phases to EMDR, okay? And the phase that I like to sit on the most and work on with like Irvin, because I'm certified in it, and I'm teaching him so that he becomes certified in it, and other clinicians in my practice, we stay in phase 2, which is resourcing for a long time. We want to be able to teach you the skills to be able to stabilize yourself.
Okay.
Before we activate the brain. Because if you're someone that's constantly like on edge and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to throw down, you don't have the skills to stabilize, right? So we want to be able to teach you that when somebody comes at you and instead of going on fight or flight, I'm going to kick your ass, then you're going to be like, all right, I need to calm down. I need to chill. Like, I don't need to beat you up. Like, I'm all right, bro, right? And this is what we wanted to teach our clients, that they don't go straight into wanting to go into what they're used to, what they've learned, what they grew up, like yelling, screaming, fighting with their loved ones, fighting with their husband or wife when they're having an argument, right? Where you can have an argument and it can be peaceful. So that's where we spent most of our time in resourcing. And what is resourcing? Irvin, do you want to talk about it?
Please. You should know this.
Putting you on the spot. You better know.
I totally studied, so it's okay. No, I mean, resourcing is just like she was saying, we're trying to prepare you to be able to handle going into the deep end with all these like traumas and memories that we're bringing up, right? We have to be able to stabilize you and calm you down. If like we put you there in the deep end and you're drowning, we have to give you a way to get out and get back to normal, right? So with resourcing, it could be a lot of things. Like one of my personal favorites is the safe, calm place. That's a really, really good one. Breathing techniques, grounding, stuff like that. Well, honestly, those are really the ones I like to use. I haven't really like. Are there any that you
There's
like to use?
another one that they use in EMDR. It's called container.
Oh, yes, container. I forgot about container.
Explain a little more
Container.
detail.
Okay.
What does all this mean?
I mean, a grounding technique. A grounding technique can be being in the present moment.
Yeah.
Right now, I am in your studio. What do I feel? It's nice in here because I'm premenopausal, and let me tell you, those hot flashes are horrible. So this feels really good for me. What do I see? I see different colors. I see the map of the world. I see continents. I can get very descriptive with the colors. It's like a bronze color, a little bit of brown, almost grayish hues. If I look at this other picture, I see a beach. I see the orange and the blues of the ocean and the water crashing in. What do I smell? I smell my Versace perfume.
Okay, now you're just bragging.
I know. That's just me being bougie.
Not the candle behind her.
Versace. I feel comfortable. I feel calm. I feel safe. So what I do is I allow my whole body to notice all of this, all of these sensations, right? And I just stay still with it. And I know that I'm in the present moment and I'm not thinking about what I'm having for dinner. I'm not thinking about I'm going to go to Victoria Gardens after this. I'm going to go shopping. Like I'm right here in the moment. So that's a grounding, right? Being in the present moment. The other resource is the container. The container is when we ask our clients to imagine a container in their head. So you're imagining you're developing, let's say, a container. Let's see, what are those big containers that they...
Oh, like the shipping containers?
The shipping containers.
Yes.
Right. It can be whatever you want. People get so creative.
Yeah, they do.
I've had people create sheds with... and they've had them color-coded.
I was thinking of a butter container.
Oh, see.
That's good. Yeah, no, we can use that too.
It could be whatever you want. So the whole purpose of this is that when we are activating your brain, right, and something bad pops up, and you're like, absolutely not, Katie. I do not want to go there. I don't care if it's going to take me and it's going to complete my trauma. I don't want to do this today. Then I'm like, okay, let's open your butter container. Let's put it away. And let's close it up. So these are things that we practice. Okay. So we teach you these skills so that you can practice them at home. So what I have my clients do is I do a lot of the grounding. We do the container as well. So what I have them do is practice at home. Like if you had a shitty day today, right? My boss yelled at me. Okay. Whatever. Okay. At the end of the day, I teach them how to do the tapping on themselves. And I teach them the count. And it's like, just put it away. Just put it away. It's like you're putting it on a shelf. You're putting it away. And when we're ready to do resourcing, we're able to take it out, open the lid, and let's work on it. So we bring it out. I'm pissed off at my boss. He or she is a B word. I can't stand him. Okay, where do you feel it in your body? What's the negative belief system that you have? Oh, they think I'm stupid. Okay, let's start let's start there and see where it goes. So that is one of the resources that we do. And we do sit, again, like I said, in resourcing for a couple months.
Just stop you for a little bit? I want you to understand that the listener that's listening to this, oh my God, that's so corny. Yeah, relax. Okay,
hold
on.
Sure.
Let me tell you, they're being very skeptical. Yeah. Yep. But I in my mind, I was being skeptical when you were going through all of this. That's why I wanted you to elaborate on what this is. And then I realized you need that, because even though you learn how to put it away, you never have the courage to open it up again.
And that's what we're doing.
Exactly. And once you set a time that you know, I'm going to see you next week, like it or not, we're going to open up that container.
Coming back.
And I'm going to basically resolve that issue that I'm having.
Yeah.
But we'll never visit that container. As silly as that sounds, the reason we come to you guys is because you will force us to open up that container and say, we're going to have to work on this today.
And that's what people with dissociation do. People who dissociate, like you and I, we always I dissociate all the time when I'm on freaking TikTok. I'm just like, what, you know, like I'm just like whatever. And we do that in school. Irvin probably does that with me when I'm doing supervision, and I'm like, Irvin, are you there? Like,
I'm awake.
He's like, I'm awake. I'm like, turn on your camera. I can't see you. We all do this, but but some people dissociate to the point where it's like, out of sight, out of mind, it didn't happen. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Yeah. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to go there, because every time I go there, guess what happens? I have strong feelings, and I don't want to feel. Most of the people that we see with complex trauma, this is what they say. I don't want to feel.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's going to open up that container. Even though the people that are listening to this are going like, whatever, yes, open it up, put it in the... But you'll never open it. Somebody has to...
And this is why we take our time in educating our clients on what EMDR is specifically. Because if we start right from the beginning and we start with that sexual abuse trauma, and you don't have any of these skills, it could take me forever to get you to calm down, or not even. I don't want to say calm down, or make you feel neutral. Like, okay, I
just
can
to
get
have
up.
a conversation. Yeah, just to have a simple conversation. You can't even breathe.
Yes,
and we can't even talk. So we're not moving forward. It's just we're stuck here.
So a lot of people do get upset, and I've told clients like, you can fire me. I don't feel that you're ready for EMDR. And I let them know why. If you want to go with someone who just is going to do it for you, that's on you. You do you, boo. But see, knowing you...
That's when you get the reviews on TikTok going like, it doesn't work. It's horrible. It's this and that. Yeah.
Because you got to take your time with it. And you know... People who have complex trauma, they've been dealing with this pain for such a long time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What if it's not one? There's multiple things to pick on.
Oh, well, there's multiple wounds. There's multiple.
I mean, there's not one. There's
so many of them,
I'm
right?
like, well, where do we start? It's like walking into a hoarder's house.
Richard's just giving you a heads up for himself.
Good question.
I'm just saying, you walk into a hoarder's house, you go, burn it down? With all this mess.
You got to start over.
So with EMDR, we always want to start in the present tense. Okay. We never want to start with an attachment wound.
Tell me what that means. I have no idea.
Yeah, right. They wrote the book about you in attachment wound trauma. Irvin and I talk about this all the time. Abandonment, rejection, fear of not fitting in, wanting to be liked, right? All of these things happen at a young age. Yeah. And they continue to grow. They continue to get stronger as we get older, when we feel that rejection again, or someone abandons us. You know, maybe when we were younger, it was our mom or our dad. And then as we get older, it's our best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, kids. And it just continues to go. So what we do with EMDR is there's a metaphor that they teach. I don't know if you heard of the boat metaphor.
No, I don't think we got that one.
What's the
At least in
boat
my
metaphor?
training.
No. So, no.
No, it's ringing a bell. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry, I was like,
So imagine you're going to go fishing, right? And I don't know, name a big boat. I don't know boats.
right.
Queen Mary.
The Queen Mary.
Right.
We're going to go on the Queen Mary and we're going to go fishing, and that's where we're going to start. Okay, well, you can go on the Queen Mary and you can pull a whale,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can actually pull it. Yeah.
Okay, but when you're starting EMDR and you're in a canoe, you're not going to be pulling a whale. What's going to happen?
You need to start slow.
It's going to sink you. Yeah,
Little fishies.
little fishies.
Okay. Makes sense.
My husband would be so upset about me right now because he loves to
Yeah,
fish.
he fishes a lot. Yeah.
Really? That's the one you went for?
Yeah.
A whale and little fishies? That was the comparison? Jeez.
But this is the way they explain it is you don't want to tackle the big fish.
Right away.
You want to start with the little fish. You want to start with little traumas that are happening in the present tense. I got in a fight with my coworker.
Yeah.
Okay, let's work on that trauma. Let's clean it out. Because that little trauma is probably attached to all the other people that you have gotten into an argument with, right? But we're not going to pick the one where you fought with your mom when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And they kicked you out of the house and then you were homeless or whatever it may be. So we start with the little traumas and we see how you deal with those traumas. Are you able to, again, use the coping skills that we taught you to stabilize, right? And that when you leave the office, you're not like, oh my God, I'm going to kill myself, or I hate my therapist. I can't believe she did this to me. Like she's the worst thing ever. That you leave the office and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that sucked. But you know what? It doesn't feel like it's the end of the world. Like I can do it. I can come back next week and I can do this again. And then the next week and the next week, right? So that we're building this huge resource for you that when you get that big old well, and you have it there, it's not going to sink you.
You can reel it in. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I could see this. Now, let me ask you a question. Because listeners are going, do I really need to?
you don't need to.
Do I need to? Can I just live my life without ever
Sure.
going to therapy, without ever talking to
Sure.
anybody? Can I do that?
You can do whatever you
A
want.
lot of people do that.
Yeah. I mean, clients will come. And, you know, I had someone call me earlier in the week and they said, are you guys the type of therapists that give a bunch of worksheets? And I started laughing.
Worksheets.
And I said, well, yes and no. And I said, okay, explain to me what happened. And she's like, well, this therapist, all she did was give me worksheets. And I said, okay, what were these worksheets about? And I said, because as therapists, we do give worksheets, but a lot of them have to do because we're trying to educate you on what we're teaching you. And I told her, I said, I have been known to give worksheets. I do. I said, and I do this because I want you to review what we've talked about in session. I'm going to give you a worksheet on negative cognitive distortions, negative thinking patterns. And I want you to read them because I want you to see, oh, that's me. Oh, yeah, I do that. Oh, yeah, I'm a repeat offender of this one. Like, I do this one a lot, right? I'm like, but we do this not to be like, okay, go home, read it, and you'll feel better. It's so that you understand the language that when we're talking in session and we bring up this terminology, you're just not like, oh, you're talking to me in clinical terms, right? It's more, it's like you understand what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, people come to me and they're like, I don't want to do EMDR. Okay, well, then I won't do EMDR.
I won't do that.
Well, I try to push them to do EMDR.
I had a therapist that recommended it, but I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
So when she brought it up, I was like, I don't like you. I'm going to let you do this to me? No, are you kidding me?
But this is the other thing that's important too, is if you start EMDR therapy and you go straight to the big whale and you don't have a rapport with your therapist.
Yes. There's no trust.
There's no trust.
So when she offered it to me, this is like the second time we met. And I already didn't like her.
Yeah.
It's just the way she was. And so when
You're so judgmental. She was just trying to educate you.
No, she said, let's do it.
Oh.
And I'm like, lady, I just met.
Did she mean let's do it right now? In this moment?
I don't know what she meant, but I took it as like, whoa, like I don't even like you. Like I don't even think you was thinking. And I switched to another person.
Well, then you should have told her that. I don't like you. I think honesty is the best policy. I always tell my clients, hey, listen.
I agree. If she would have emailed me, if she would have asked, I would have told her because también, look, maybe I don't like her, but it was for whatever reason. Maybe something rubbed me the wrong way. Maybe it's me.
She triggered you.
Or maybe she triggered me.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what it was too.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the best thing with when clients tell me that. I'm like,
can I tell you what it was?
Let's talk about it.
And then I just couldn't believe her. Like with the things that she would tell me, I'm like, full of shit.
Why?
I don't know.
Was
like
she one
that
of
was
your
just
first
reaction.
therapists?
Maybe because I didn't see her as making sense, or maybe not like the trust wasn't there. Like I'm easygoing and everything, but I was just like, no, like I felt like she was just going through the motions. I felt like maybe, I don't know if it was a bad day for her or whatever, because you guys are human too.
Yeah,
you understand?
of course.
And this is us just meeting each other. So it's very important. First impressions, everything that happens. So I'm already judging. It's a tough thing to even go in there. I'm already looking for a million excuses to not do it. So don't give me any more.
She must have looked at you the wrong way or
something.
something.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a million excuses not to be there. So if as a therapist you give me a reason not to be there, I'm running with it. And so by the second time I was like, oh, all right. Yeah. And then she brought that up and I was like, lady, you're crazy. Like I'm not doing any of this stuff. Like,
so why are you so interested in it now?
Oh, he brought it up because I never really bought in with she said it, but I trust him.
Right.
Why do you trust him?
Because I know him. I have a rapport with him. He has
He's
history.
your
I've asked
friend.
questions. Not besides that. I mean, as a doctor.
I think
See, and this is
professional.
why I will not do EMDR on you, because I don't know you.
Okay, see? But he knows me. So
Anybody should do it.
But
Well, that's a whole other topic.
but yeah. So when I first heard of it, I was like, it sounds interesting, but I don't want it from you. Like I didn't feel comfortable with her.
And that's okay.
That's valid.
Yeah, it is.
Because you need to feel safe with the person that, like I said, you're going to be the most vulnerable with. And if you can't feel safe with a person, it's not going to come out. Your body is not, it's not going to let it out.
It's you respect that other person's opinion, meaning I trust you. There's a trust there where I go, okay, I respect you. It's a trust. You've earned it. I'm okay with her. I didn't feel it right off the bat. And I was like,
That's such a powerful part, right? That buy-in from the patient. Like
Yeah.
you could be the most knowledgeable person, but if they just don't believe you or respect whatever it is, but if you don't have that buy-in from that person, it's useless.
Yeah.
But when he brought it to me, I was like, I heard of this.
Yep.
Yes, that would be great. I was all in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he said it, not when she said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I had rapport with them already.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean? Like,
I
this is
believe
like
them.
this is like what 2 years now we've
Yeah.
known each other, so like I have rapport with them.
And we talked about it the first year
Yes,
when we
yes,
first
we
met.
did.
He said,
Yes, we did.
and we've been wanting to do something like this. But it's important that you explain this to me because this is not ayahuasca. I mean, you don't get to just take a ayahuasca, trip
like a trip,
balls, and then we find your inner problems, and then the voodoo guy
You run
blows it in
away,
your face.
crash into a tree.
And then tomorrow you throw up all your evil spirits.
There you
Yeah,
go.
demons.
There you
That's
go.
it. And then bam, you're all fresh. It's just
your-
your body happy that it's not sick anymore. That's all.
Yeah.
That's why you
Well-
feel so good.
Well, I think another part too that probably
Yeah.
sold them a little bit on it, besides the rapport, is I was getting the training when I first started talking to him. right? Like, so
2
like,
years ago.
and so I, you know, I was talking to him about EMDR, everything I was learning. And then I actually did the questioning part, right? Like the float back. Cause I was practicing. I was like, oh, might as well just practice. Like he was down to practice. And you brought up a memory. And like literally you just saw emotion start to come out. Like he went back to that moment.
Like seconds.
And I think that's what like really sold him, like, oh shoot, like just in that line of questioning, something came out. So he knows something was there. Like there's something to this.
And it's still there, but we need to start with the little.
Yeah,
little
well,
fish.
exactly.
Before I hate you guys too.
Yeah. Right. No, but that's why like I obviously do want to do the EMDR with you, but I did want to have Katie to kind of talk to you and also train me because look, the way I was trained is so it's vanilla, it's very standard, right? But she's way more experienced in it, right? Like for me, the training that we got, and I'm sure as soon as you hear, you're like, oh yeah, that's right, that's what they teach you, right? It's the first of the worst.
Yes.
But you're more nuanced and you're saying like, hey, like we need to build you up. Like we need to, when we were doing supervision, what were you telling me? Like choose something that's present, that's a trigger. Like attack it through there first. But that's stuff that they don't train you on. They train you on like, hey, get all these memories, collect phase 1, 2, 3. And then they're like, all right, once you have all these list of memories, always choose the first or the worst. So it's very basic stuff and it works. But when there's more nuance, and that's why I wanted Katie's opinion on it.
It works, but it's going to work with someone who has a healthy brain.
Yes.
Someone who's had a lot of good ways of being able to maneuver life in a healthy manner. But someone, but someone who's had complex trauma, like I said,
Yeah.
you don't want to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
You want to start with what's going on today, presently today.
Let that person overcome that. Baby steps. And then
Baby steps.
Well, we're trying to increase the window of tolerance for them, right? Because like your ability to tolerate some of these memories we're going to bring up, it's very low initially. So that's why she's saying like, hey, let's start with the small stuff and build you up gradually. You know, we're not going to like lift weights and put like a bunch of weight on there and you get crushed.
Have you guys ever seen this set up like on a YouTube channel where you can see the process where they show you the time lapse between first month of doing this, second month, third month?
I haven't seen it like that, but I have seen like a little like 10-minute video.
Like a presentation
of what it looks like.
What it looks like,
but not the actual
lapse.
Oh, like the long term.
Like long term, like the resolution. Like I would want to see the beginning of the problem and then not the resolution, but overcoming it.
Like the progress, I guess.
Yeah,
in a way.
progress.
And this is the thing with EMDR. It's not a one size fits all. I can't tell you that in 3 months you're going to be done with your trauma.
No.
Yeah.
But that,
it takes time. An example I can give you is, recently a client, we do outcome measures to find out where you are in the beginning. And then every couple of months we do them again to find out where you're going, you know, if your symptoms are worsening or if they're lessening. Well, for this client in particular, there's a questionnaire that we do. It's called the DES, and that helps us see if the person is dissociating. Her score...
Explain that for me.
Dissociating.
What is she doing or this person's doing?
Again, she's when the trauma was happening, she wasn't present in the moment.
Oh,
she escaped.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that was the only way she felt safe.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So her score, I think the threshold is 30%. She was like at 36%. We just took the test again. She's at 22%. She doesn't even meet the criteria. Yeah. When we did the PTSD scale to see all the symptoms that she had for PTSD, she was at 60%, which is really high. Yep. And when we did the questionnaire again, she was like at 30 something. So her scores had just
big difference. And
she even told me, she's like, I notice a difference in me since doing EMDR. The way I go about life, the way I talk to people, the way I attack issues that are happening in my life. She's like, I can see the difference. And she seems so much happier, and that just makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's nice to see. But again, it takes time.
And that's what I want.
It takes time, and people need to learn to be patient.
Yes, but you know what? Especially men.
Yeah.
Show me the progress.
Yeah.
Like, tell me, explain to me how this is working, because I'm still mad. Yes, but you're not putting your bat out and swing at anybody.
Yeah.
You don't see it that way. You're not grabbing your gun right away anymore. Those are the little things that you stop doing because you do come, but they don't see how to measure that.
And as therapists, that's what we do, right? Is we show them.
Yes. Listen, you're not paying attention. You don't do this. And I think those questionnaires, when they come and fill them out, you're getting a glimpse of what they think of themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how you're measuring it. That's why I want people that are listening. It's not a stick. You're not gonna get money in return. You don't you don't measure it by feet or miles. You measure it by the way you feel about yourself now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why you need to answer those questionnaires. Because I also, when I would go to therapy and they ask you, are you suicidal? Every time you go, you have to answer those questionnaires because they want to see your progress. And I'm like, all right. And then I said, otra vez, the same thing again. Oh my God, same
There's
question.
There's a reason why we do this.
Yes.
It's not just to waste paper.
Exactly. I'm like, God, we gotta do
and also, we bill insurance, so insurance wants that information too.
That's a big thing. Yeah,
that's a big thing.
So it kind of then it dawned on me as I was doing it. Oh, I get it. They want to see how I see myself.
Yeah.
How I reflect myself. Okay.
Yeah, and then some weeks it's gonna be bad, and some weeks it's gonna be really good. I mean, but that's life, right?
Yes.
It's like this.
But for the listeners, if you start going to therapy, that's how you can measure it. You can say, hey, how's my outlook on myself?
How are you answering those questions?
And these are questionnaires. I don't know how other practices do it, but this is something that I have all the clinicians do.
Okay, perfect. That's a great way of measuring it. You understand?
Well, we need a baseline at least to see where you're starting.
At least we know where we're at.
Yeah. See,
right?
you're pulling your gun a month ago. Now we have you waving at people.
Yeah.
That's a huge.
No, but I'm big on that too. Like I had a patient who had anger issues, like really bad. Like recently too, he lost several jobs because of his anger.
Yeah.
Like he would really get into like, these verbal altercations and stuff. And so we're working on things. And he's like, I just don't want to be angry anymore. I'm like, well, I don't know if that's a realistic goal. Like, you're a human being, right?
I mean, we're going to get angry.
Well, yeah. And I was like, I'm more interested in reducing the intensity, but also, like, what are you doing with it? Like, if you get angry, but you don't chew someone out and you're able to calm yourself down, that's huge. Right. So, like, when we started and he first started actually doing coping skills, all these things, he said it took him, like, 9 hours to calm down. He was really bad. Ooh. But then he was kind of excited because he's like, I didn't chew anyone out, but I was mad for 9 hours though, And I'm like, okay, progress, right? We have him down where he was we got him down to 3 hours. And now the last time I spoke to him, he's down to 30 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
And he's able to. So he's like, he literally has a sticky note of all his coping skills and he has them in front of him. And so he's like, as soon as I get mad, I look at that thing. I'm like, okay, breathing technique. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to do this. And 30 minutes later, and he's just like, oh, that's way more realistic. I can handle this. And so he started seeing it as like a challenge now. Like, I mastered myself enough where I went from 9 hours, 30 minutes. I want to be able to control this.
I think the fact that you made him conscious of his actions, I think also had a big part in it. I think so too. He's owning up to it now. So he's taking ownership, going like, no, it's my behavior. I should be able to control this. So nobody tells us that. Nobody tells us we can talk to ourselves and go, hold on. This is blah, 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 blah. So I'm glad that that's it. We just need somebody to point it out to us and go, look, stupid, right there.
Calm down.
Calm down. Right? But we got to tell ourselves. But then we also have people that teach anger management and they give you a rubber band and tell you to snap it like a crazy person. And then, but
that's to get your attention, to get you to be present and to be like, okay, calm down. Your present tense, is it that bad?
Look, really
is it the end of the world?
Walking, yes, but then you have a guy going. He's just like, it looks really weird. Bruised up. It looks really weird.
No, well, you know what? I like funky stuff like that. Like if it works, it works. Like I don't know. Like no, the same guy who has the anger issue. Can I tell you? I used a mnemonic device with him. Like
is
it's
that?
a fancy word. It's a fancy word. Don't
I
even.
know,
does that mean?
No.
Demonic.
It's demonic. No, a mnemonic device is just something that
AI,
like.
what does it mean?
No, it's just something like if you're trying to memorize something,
Yes.
like you pair things together,
Okay.
right? And so I told him like, hey, this statement, everyone always has a reason, right? It's like he's trying to remind himself if someone says something that pisses him off or he takes it as criticism because he's sensitive towards it. One of the things we talked about is like everyone has a reason, and sometimes you could be misreading their intent. They're trying to be nice and they're trying to be helpful. So you're not giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he's like, oh, that makes sense. I agree with you. He's like, but how do I remember that in the moment? Right. And I told him, hey, okay, this sounds kind of dumb, but like, would you be willing to try something? He's like, okay. And I told him, is there anything you could tell yourself? Like for me, like if I'm having a tense argument or a discussion with Gabby, like I would literally start to do something with my hands, and that would like, I somehow taught myself, like if I do this, it means like, hey, calm down, take a step back. Don't get yourself too absorbed in this conversation, right? It helps me snap out of it. And so I told him that, and he's like, oh, I think something like that would work. And so he literally said, you know what? If I say baseball, that'll remind me to just take a step back, calm down, and just let the other person like they have the reasons why they're telling me. And he's like, dude, I have not gotten into a fight with my fiance in like 2 weeks. Oh. Because he's like, I take everything as a criticism, but I just like baseball.
And she got me season tickets to the podcast. Oh my God, this is awesome.
but it helped them. It's silly, but I'm like, no, I don't care if it's silly, but does it work? Does it help snap you out? Kind of like the rubber band, right?
But then he didn't hear anything she was saying.
Oh, that's true. You know, see, that's probably why he didn't get mad, right? He was just like saying baseball.
He probably
for like,
dissociated.
I know, right? I know. See, I taught him how to dissociate.
Yeah.
See, it works.
Good job, Irvin.
Right.
Now we have to teach him to undo
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
We have fans now that are sending in questions, so I want to give them some time too. I think this is great. I don't. This is not end. This is just we're going to continue.
We're gonna
this
bring this
conversation.
back. We're gonna bring
And
this
then
back.
how we get this started. But we have her, Katie, here, so I want to take advantage of the fact that you're here so you can help us answer some questions to some of the fans because they have issues. So, Rocio, can you please?
I'm gonna read one from somebody that sent this in, and I know I'm babe. So here it goes. Okay, I've encountered this issue a lot lately at work, and I am limited on what I can tell clients and corners. I think that you touching the subject on your podcast would be so helpful to many people, especially in this political climate. The issue on differences in political beliefs can lead to views on religion, abortion, opinions on gay marriage, etc. between couples, friends, and family, and sometimes cause division. Also, ways of navigating, working through relationships, and knowing when to set appropriate boundaries or let relationships go. I'll just give you an example. My kid is gay. Not one of my siblings came to her wedding, and navigating that was difficult. For the vast majority of society, I think that having insight can be substantially beneficial, and having a therapist provide insight and validation can at least help people not feeling alone or isolated. That's a loaded one.
That's really loaded.
Yeah.
It's loaded because it's a lot. It's a big thing right now. I mean,
It's been a big thing since Trump was elected.
But it's been even worse lately.
Yeah.
To the point, and I don't want to take away from this question, but my buddy Sam, he's a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And I started getting emotional and angry just because the images that you see the kids being taken from their parents.
Yeah.
And you voted for that. Like he voted for that. And I'm like, ugh. You motherfucker.
Right.
So
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of those feelings of people like not wanting to talk to their friends or family because of the way they voted or because they don't see it the way they just can't get that other person to see it the way that they do.
And that's the thing is that you have to be able to respect other people's beliefs.
Yeah, but when they're shoving it in your throat.
Well, it depends. Like, how do you what do you mean by shoving it in?
Like they're just going down, and they're just like, yeah, but you're not. They don't want you to talk. They want to tell you why they did it and why it's so important for them to have this president. And it doesn't matter what else you tell. They're just closed off.
Right.
They're closed.
But the issue here is that they didn't show up to the wedding.
Yeah.
This one is
This is completely different.
This is a different view because of because she's gay. So the religion it could be based just they're not, but they don't believe in that.
Okay.
So
Come on.
It's so hard.
I know.
There's
you
a
got
lot
it.
in there.
It's so
You
hard.
got it.
You got it. You
got
get it. The best advice you
Well,
can
no,
give.
I mean,
And it's hard just because I've lived through that.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
In
what
my
that's like.
personal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the political stuff.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of us
Yeah.
have. I think it resonates.
How do you deal with it as a professional? Because you know that, you can talk yourself through, or you have other colleagues you can talk to about this and come to a reasonable understanding.
I don't need other people to believe what I believe. These are my beliefs. And I'm not going to force you to believe.
Okay, that is easier said than done, because now we're talking about gossip. We're talking about people where you understand your point of view is horrible compared to where I'm seeing.
Well, it depends on how I'm looking at it, right? Am I
Exactly.
going to look at every Trump supporter and say, you're a racist, you're a homophobic, you're this, you're that?
They're not.
No, I'm not. Because that's because it's not true, okay? There is the MAGA people, right? They're really, really bad.
Yeah.
And then there's the conservative people,
Yeah.
right? And then there's the Democrats, right? And then there's the Democrats that are, I don't know, they want kids that
Look,
like
nobody's as good as they say, and nobody's
no,
as
they
bad as
they
say.
both suck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
my dad
yeah.
says, they're all fucking crooked.
them.
Yeah,
they all
yeah.
steal my money. That's why I don't vote for anybody.
Yes,
you
right,
know.
right.
Yes.
And my dad came here from Jalisco, and he worked picking oranges and slept in the field. So he's just like, they all suck.
Yes.
And it's a fact.
It is, yeah. So to him, he's like, you know what? I don't care. Yo no me meto. Si tú quieres creer en el que tú quieras creer, yo no me meto. And that's the mindset that I have, because in my family we have Mormons, Jehovah's Witness, Christian, Catholic. We have it all, right? I'm the first one in the family to marry a white guy, hence the name Weber.
dare you.
I know, and that was a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I've been through it, and because I've been on that side where it's like, how dare you go against what we taught you?
Yeah.
And I don't like that mindset.
course
Like,
not.
allow me to make my own choices, my own decisions, my own beliefs. I respect you, but don't disrespect me. So with her, right,
Yeah.
the family does not respect that her daughter, was it a daughter?
It's
That
a
her daughter is gay, okay?
Right.
So she has to know, and she needs to respect them, that they're not okay with it.
Those are not their views.
That's not their views, and she has to be okay with that. And again, it's a boundary, right?
And it
like-
sounds horrible because
it sounds horrible, but
Listen,
you can't force people to do or believe what you want them to believe. You just can't.
It's up to how you see it, really, perspective. Because if you really look at it, oh, that's great. They're transparent, and they told me that they don't like me. Awesome. Now they're not a part
Now
of
I
my
know who
life.
you are.
There.
Instead
And-
of having
right.
fake people,
Yeah.
and I bought tickets and food for a bunch of fake
Well, yeah.
people, they're just
So
going to
now
criticize
for
me.
her, she has to make the decision, right? This is my daughter.
Yeah.
Do I want those people
Around her.
around her?
Right.
And if she says no, then she has to know the consequences are they're not going to be a part of your family.
right.
They're not going to be a part of your daughter's milestones or your milestones as you get older. It's just not going to happen. And you have to be okay with that. And that's something that I have learned
Yeah.
since this whole thing with Trump happened.
Yeah.
Is that so many people in my life gone. And I had to be okay with that. I had to respect it. You know, like, I don't disrespect you, but it is what it
Goes
is.
both ways,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a heavy thing. It's a heavy thing. You just need to learn to respect other people's views.
Yeah.
And you being okay with not being part of their lives.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
your own peace of mind. Because if you try to fight that relationship, you're going to just bump heads.
No,
Yeah.
there's fights that are worth fighting, and there's fights that are not worth fighting. And I realized in my life, the most important fight was to save my marriage and my kids.
Yeah.
Everybody else did not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody lives there.
No.
Nobody lives there.
No. That,
Hey, that's why I live. That's why I live in Montana.
right.
Peace of
Get
mind.
some distance.
Peace of mind. Okay.
I'd be
No.
like, Bye, Felicia.
Yes. All right.
What's the other question?
This one's really funny and interesting. I think I want to see your guys' take. This is one of our friends asked, "Are Latina women more sexually active than other women?" She
I
says
saw that.
one of her male friends loves going out to Latin,
Katie.
loves going to Latin Spanish music clubs because he knows he will get it there, right?
Hook up.
Hook up.
Hook up.
Yes.
She also mentioned she knows other Latinas who say they have sex up to 4 times a day, not a week. Is this normal for a woman or any man? Like,
That sounds like a sex addiction.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you're having
I'm like,
sex
who-
4 times a week.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're doing it for a living. No, you're doing it for a living.
Yeah, exactly.
a
Vas a
day.
estar rosado.
That's what I said to her.
Right?
I don't think that's possible. I think that would hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is she? Does she not have a job? Like,
I know.
you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
her job.
That
That
is
is
a
her
job.
job. That's what I'm
That
saying.
is her
That's what I'm saying. That's a job.
Sometimes
That's
I go,
not
she
normal.
has to be lying and she wants to make herself look good in front of you. I don't know. Maybe that's a kind of far fetched.
And why
Yeah.
are we at in our point in our lives where that's a bragging right for women? When do we go wrong?
You
with
never,
that?
you know, people have different thought. Like there's a lot of
That
different
is
people
true.
out there. But she was wondering. She's like, no, and she's asking me because she's Asian, right? And she's
Yeah.
like, are you guys really like that? I said, no. What do you mean? Like all
She needs
vaginas
to
are
get
the
better
same.
friends.
All vaginas are the same.
She needs to get better friends.
I mean, not the same.
My
but I
husband's
mean,
gonna be like, "Damn, I married the wrong Latina."
he's like, I messed up. I messed up.
Because this girl's like, "This is your cap. Don't touch
Yeah.
me. Don't look at me. I'm
Come on.
premenopausal. Get away from me.
real.
It's freaking
No, I
hot."
told her-
Is it Wednesday? No, then go away.
Yeah,
Go away.
it's on the schedule.
Exactly.
What I say.
That's
Is she
true.
19 or something? I'm like, you need to get better
Yeah.
friends. Like,
Yeah,
I think
I
your friends
mean,
are
yeah,
lying
the
to you.
age too, maybe.
It-
And
That's a big
also,
thing, yeah.
the friend that she's talking about who's going to the clubs, I'm like, of course he's going to a club. These girls are going to be drinking. Of
Yeah,
course they're going
yeah,
to
of
want to
course.
hang out with them.
That's
Right.
the
You know?
reason that a man is dancing with you. Ultimately.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they at clubs? They want to hook up.
Of course.
That's
I mean,
what
or
they're there
dance.
to do. They're young.
Yeah.
They're drinking. Yeah. That's what
Oh,
happens.
that's funny.
So the answer is no.
No. Well, you
Well,
know,
I
Not
don't.
everybody is like
Honestly,
that.
I don't. I mean, I'm not. Are you like that?
I'm not like the hell
I'm
no.
not like. Is Gabby like that? Should we talk her, Gabby?
Gabby's at
her
home
right
going,
now. Gabby.
4? That's nothing.
no, that's
right now.
that's it. No,
That's it.
I can talk, there's probably one female in my family that is
Probably like that.
probably like that, but maybe 2. But all the other ones of us were just like, "Ay, déjame, no me
Déjame.
toques."
Right.
That's an exception, I think, right? That type of person or Latina, I guess. Well, I mean, look,
I don't think it's a Latino thing. It's just an
No.
individual
Yeah.
person thing.
Like, how
well,
hypersexual are you? I think it
yeah.
just depends on the person. You know, some of us are more
Though,
sexual than others.
Right.
I have spoken to other girls that tell me, "Oh yeah, back in the day, me and my girls, we'd had a little club, like we would, like
What do you
take
mean, like
meaning
a club?
just like boys would do it with girls. How many girls can they conquer?" Girls were
They'd
doing
keep
it
score.
too. They would keep score and they would talk to each other about it, and it would be gossip and all that stuff.
I was never allowed to
I
be
did
that
not
type
have those
of girl.
kind of friends.
I wasn't talking about you.
I'm like, I wasn't even allowed to go walk down the street.
I wasn't talking about you.
I know you weren't talking about me. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't like that. I didn't have that kind of a club.
No, but there are girls out there that, at least that's what she was telling me. No, me and my girlfriends would do that. We would like literally keep score, and we would talk about who we slept with, and sometimes they would sleep with each other's. Like,
I want to know where they're at now.
I have no
I know.
idea. This
That's
was
true.
years ago, but
Interesting.
well, no, you know what? I when you sent the question, I actually looked it up. I was like, I wonder if there's a study on this. I'm sure there is.
knew
a
you would.
This
I
is
knew
the
you
would.
end
There
of
has to be
it,
a
right?
study on
And I
that.
found
You
one.
would.
Actually,
Oh,
I did
you
find
did?
it. I
Of
did. I
course
sure
you
did.
did.
I sure
Of course
did.
you did.
I found a couple, but one of them that stuck out to me was the Kinsey Institute, and it was talking about like
that's old.
yeah, a little bit, right?
Did you ever watch that show?
no. What
Yeah,
is
you
okay?
should
that's good.
watch it.
Look at this.
No, but
Therapist
but
talk.
well, this one was
it was,
pretty
there was a
recent.
show about it. The Kinsey Institute. These 2 doctors studied people having sex.
Yeah.
Behind.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 But this study was recent, though. To be fair, it wasn't from like 60 years ago.
Okay,
but it was pretty recent, like within the last 10 years, I think. But I guess it was saying, interestingly enough, that Latinas, like out of all the different races that are observed, they're the ones that have the most satisfying sex life when like they actually do like self assessments and stuff like that.
You don't think the Latino man had anything to do with that?
Well, who's to say they're with Latino
That's
men?
what I was just gonna say.
No, that's true. Right?
You're assuming now
Yeah,
that just because they're Latina,
Touche.
they're with Latino men.
That is
See?
true.
And that is not true.
She married a white man.
That is true. That is true.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
apparently,
cool. Women
yeah.
are the most satisfied of all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I guess they were thinking part of it could be that I don't know why. Apparently, they're thinking that like in Latin culture, like the whole sensual thing's more of a thing apparently, and they're thinking that's why they're more likely to be into like sex or something like that. I was reading, I was like, I don't know about that, but it was interesting. It was interesting.
What about weather? Just the weather, like when it's really
That's
cold, you're
true.
like, I don't even want to take off my clothes. But when it's warm, you're already half naked.
By
Let's
the
do this.
fireplace, or
Yeah, but you still have to get naked.
Yeah.
But when it's too hot, it's sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got the air conditioning going,
yeah.
Oh.
Although
And then
apparently,
you get cold.
then you get that's true. That's true. That is true.
What were you
No,
saying?
but apparently Latinas are the ones that wait the longest to lose their virginity.
Also,
Yeah,
What if
African
that's
American
correlation,
girls
like
are
a
the ones that do it the
correlation?
earliest.
It's so
and-
funny
yeah.
because a lot of
I
the
think that's
comedians,
true.
a lot of the comedians, I never noticed this.
Yeah.
They have a perception of white women in Mexico, like for most. And I can't. I'm not generalizing. I'm not say that this is true. But as I spoke to these comedians, they would tell me, "No, the güeras are the most disgusting." Like they have a perception of white women as being very promiscuous and dirty, and
Disgusting because they're more
They're liberal?
free.
because what
To
they've seen, for
give
example,
themselves?
girls
Yeah.
Gone Wild.
oh, okay.
Most of those
Seeing
women
them-
are white.
Yeah.
Every
Just with
time
that,
you
like,
see
yeah.
exposure in concerts, those women are popping their
Yeah.
breast out. It's not uncommon for a community of white people that are hanging out at the beach. The girlfriend all of a sudden just flashes everybody in the group.
Yeah.
Where in Mexico, your girl does that, and we're about to throw blows. You know what I mean? Or
It's a big cultural
It's a
thing,
big
right?
cultural
How
thing.
we're
Yeah.
taught.
Yes, and they're more liberated here.
Yeah.
They're more
Yeah.
like, hey, we don't care. We're just exposing our bodies.
do
But
you.
in Mexico, it's like, no, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Like
You
throw
don't
on a
look at that. You're not
chancla.
supposed to see what she
So
looks
they
like.
have a
Yeah.
perception of
Yeah.
white women, especially blondes, going
Yeah.
they're dirty.
Yep.
Or
wow.
they're promiscuous. Or
Yeah.
She's
I'm Mexican.
I know. You're like,
I'm Latina, but I'm blonde.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, it's manufactured. It's
Manufactured.
Manufactured
It's
differently.
different.
It's different.
there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's
All right, that was
interesting.
interesting.
We're
I
gonna
have
go-
a curveball, just one more,
Okay.
and then we'll close it off. But this is a curveball that wasn't on the topics, but it was a question that somebody sent in. It says, I have a friend who's getting married, and the maid of honor wants to have a spa day with all the girls and pay for the bride, so they're gonna like divide it between them, right? This would be a very expensive day. They're not spending the night. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're just gonna have a spa day, maybe one drink, and they're just gonna hang out in the cabanas. She says, and frankly, I don't think I want to put myself in a strain financially. I will be attending her wedding, but I don't know how to tell them that I can't go to the bachelorette event without making them feel bad because I can't make it. Other things to note, the bride doesn't know what is happening, and the maid of honor is really bougie and doesn't know how to make it a chill day without overspending. And then she has another trip coming up, and she just recently had other urgent expenses. So she's like, I'm in a bind. I really want to do it. I'm FOMO.
Right,
She's also
right.
FOMO.
Right.
She's like, but I don't want to, like, I just can't. I can't, but I
She's
don't
a
know.
bridesmaid?
No, she's, I think she is a bridesmaid.
Right?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that's
She's
what it said.
Yeah, but the maid of honor is the one that's like
gotcha.
picking the spot, and she's
Yeah.
not asking. She's just telling. This is how much it's gonna be. It's gonna be
Right.
almost like a couple hundred,
Oh wow.
like 500. I think it was like 500 or something
yeah.
for the day, and it's a lot of money for one day.
Yeah.
But she said she's gonna be there for her wedding, and she's gonna do all the other things.
Again, when
But it's her
you're-
family, you know,
when
that's
you're
just-
being asked to be in a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
in anything that's gonna like you just have to be honest with people
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning. She just needs to be honest with the maid of honor.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Just be honest and just be like, hey, I can't afford this, and
This
like
is a lot. Yeah.
it's a lot. No hard feelings, but I can't at this moment. I can't do this because and as the maid of honor, I think it's also important that she takes that into perspective that not everybody's financial situation is the same. Just because the bride is bougie doesn't mean that the rest of us have to be
Yeah,
bougie.
well, the bride
as
is
well.
not bougie. The maid of honor.
Oh,
is
the maid of
bougie.
honor is
That's the one
bougie.
that's telling people, right?
Yeah,
this
she's
is-
the
okay,
one. Hey, we're
gotcha,
gonna pay
gotcha.
this much, and we're gonna also
Yeah.
pay for hers
because
she's
you
the
have
bride, you know?
I don't know how many girls there are, but you have
think
to
it's like
take
5. Yeah.
I said lie.
Richard said to lie.
Lie.
Like
It's a white lie. It's a white. You know what? I wish I can. Unfortunately, I have obligations.
Something
Whatever. In anything you can do. Why? Because it could.
But what if she says, "Okay, still pay"?
No. Hold on. No. Well, this is even worse. All right, then you know what? I'll talk to the rest of the girls and I'll let them know that we're just gonna have lunch and that's it, and we'll downplay it so you can be a part of this. And now here comes
gaslighting her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
You are so gaslighting her.
No.
You are so manipulative.
Hold on. No. This is the bride, the
maid of honor.
The maid of honor.
I
She's the
know.
one that now is telling that girl.
Yeah.
All right, then if we can't afford it, hold on, because now she's making her look really bad. Because I don't know what that.
Right?
I don't
Why
know
are we
why.
trying to make people look
No,
bad?
not me. Her. For me, I would have bought a 6-pack. We could have done it out here, but that's not what they want. What I'm saying is, because then it's kind of like, well, because she can't afford it. You know
So
what I mean?
he's
Like,
saying he doesn't need to. She doesn't need to put out her finances out there.
nothing. I don't need any Christmas. You know what, guys? I can't have fun. Blah blah blah. That's it. Why? Because I don't want it to be a thing. It's a wedding.
But what if the maid of honor says, "Oh, you can't go, but since you're still part of the bridal party, you still need to check."
No. If I'm not
I
going,
think
I'm not
if they're your friends,
No, because
I think if they're your
happen
friends,
as
they should
well.
understand.
If you're not going, you're not going. Then they can make a choice. Is this still the decision we want to make as a group? Because I was counting on her money too, but now that she's not here, even the bride of honor, the honored one, the maid of honor, she might go.
Yeah.
Well, never mind, girls.
Now it's going to be more on them to pay for the bride.
So it's up to them now. Now you throw the little ball back on them. I'm out of this without me being.
But
me.
I'm also thinking how girls think.
Yes, but they're still
And
going to
girls will
criticize
be
you.
like, yeah.
But if you have an excuse like I have to work that day, I can't get out of this. We have a big deal. This is huge for me.
How about just be honest and your friends?
Because they're
friends,
gonna talk.
No.
Women talk. It's gonna be like uno puede
Yeah,
venir,
but
blah,
I'm
blah,
thinking
blah,
about
blah.
me and my friends. If I tell my friends that, they'll be like, "Cool,
Okay,
Rocio,
we
I understand.
understand.
I
Yeah.
understand how you are."
But your friends would have
Cool.
understood from the beginning. Apparently, this girl doesn't get it. She's clueless. So
Well,
you're not really
sometimes-
good friends to
The
understand.
way that works is sometimes the maid of honor is not friends with the other friends.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's
That could
what
be
I'm
too,
saying.
yeah.
So if not,
Do you really want to go?
exactly, then why spend the money? Then why go? Just give him a white lie. Nothing that's gonna hurt anybody.
Not a big deal.
You'll still come to the wedding. Obviously, you're not connecting with the maid of honor.
How about you just don't have any bridesmaids and just fucking call it a day and just go get married? It's just like less drama. Like seriously.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's their day.
The bride doesn't know either. So.
I mean, just gaslight
She's gonna
him.
find out.
That's it.
I would have gaslighted.
Just gaslight him. That's
I would
it.
have gaslighted.
Richard's the master of gaslighting.
Yeah, I can tell.
I like to
Bien
look
rápido.
at. No, I want to look at all of the perspectives because, listen, by me making an excuse, especially if it's work,
Yeah.
it lets them know it's not that she didn't want to be here; it's obligations.
Yeah.
Force her to be out
I still don't understand why not just be honest.
because they're gonna talk.
They're gonna talk it regardless.
Yes,
Right.
but you stand
That's
on the
the
fact
thing.
that it's work.
Regardless, they're gonna talk shit.
Yes, but
whether
it's-
you go or not go because of work, an obligation, or because of financial.
Right.
Okay, so
gonna
you
talk
just
shit
then,
about
then
you.
you just gotta
So
pick.
just be
No,
honest.
then you gotta be picky now. Go. Do I want them to know my financial situation?
Well, they're not knowing your financial.
Well, if you're saying I
situation.
can't go
Yeah.
because
Pick
I
your
can't
heart.
afford it, they're letting you know. Okay, this is where she's at.
Yeah.
So yeah,
See,
pick
you
your
gotta
heart.
you gotta
Right.
pick what
Right.
what
Pick
they're
your
all
heart.
gonna talk shit. So which one
yeah.
do I want them to know that
I
I'm
think
broke?
at the end of the, there's no winning.
No, there is no winning.
there's
You
no
just
winning.
gotta pick your
Yeah,
poison.
Yeah, you just have to pick.
I'm just saying there's different poisons you can take.
Pick your poison.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
it.
I mean, go the Gabby route. She's like, I don't know. Why? Because I don't want to.
Oh no, that's a Richard.
Dude, I love the Gabby and
will just be
Richard
like,
route.
I just don't want to.
Gabby and
No, I
Richard
don't
routes.
know.
Oh,
are
you're
the
busy?
best.
No, I
No,
just don't want to.
I just don't want. And my brother Ralph.
Yeah.
My brother Ralph's the same.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
That's
Why
true.
not? I just don't
But
want
That's
to.
true.
But that's when you're okay in your mind. Nobody lives. You go. Okay, nobody lives in my mind. I don't care. I can care
Oh,
less.
you guys are a special breed. You and
You
Gabby.
are
I don't know,
special.
dude. I'd feel so bad. I'm like,
I don't.
Yeah, I get like butterflies and everything.
I feel
Yeah.
worse lying.
That's true.
Now they're
That is
telling
true.
the truth. No.
No, to be fair, he really will just be like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah,
Just-
Richard and
that's
Gabby.
fine.
It's funny.
That's fine.
My friend was this morning. I said it.
I
out
respect that more
Yes.
than you
Yeah.
telling me.
There you
I'm
go.
not.
Just
Yeah,
say you
yeah, yeah.
can't.
This
Sure.
morning
Because you
said,
don't want to.
I know I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of me. My friend
And we're
said,
like,
they're like,
yeah.
oh no, I would tell you when I want you to leave. I would tell you. Don't worry about it.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Now that you bring it up.
No, but he already knew. I told him you gotta leave by Monday. But I rather tell him.
Oh, yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
leave by Monday, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
then-
figure it out.
You
Yeah.
not know.
Yeah,
But at least he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he knows that I'm like that. So when he was
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure, he was like, oh no, you're leaving. Why no? I told you. Like,
We know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I love him to death. He's
Yeah.
my boy. He stayed here a whole week. I had no problem with it, but I knew he was
Yeah.
coming for 1
Well,
week.
people know where you stand with them. Like,
Absolutely.
that's so I prefer that.
Yeah.
I
Of
prefer that a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's great advice. You guys have anything else to add?
Well, one thing I just wanted to add, I don't know if this is a problem for this person asking the question, but holding things in is just not good, man. I remember hearing, literally reading this article just saying that like people that are nice are more often or more likely to be sick,
Damn.
especially as they get older.
That's me.
Why? Because you hold stuff in and you're just holding in resentments and anger and frustrations. It's like, be honest, just speak up. Like that's the one thing that like as I'm getting older, I'm like learning to be okay with. Like I will disappoint someone, and that's
Same.
kind of okay. You know what I mean? Like at work, I learned that really quick. Like if someone just didn't like me, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not the therapist for you.
Right.
And I think I developed this because when you're vague with people, especially when they want something from you, like I want stage time, can you book me? Can you do this for me? And they're constantly pulling. You learn how to be direct. Like I can't sugarcoat it for you because if I do, so you're saying there's a chance. No,
There's not.
they show up and go, no, but you said it was in a million.
Remember?
Chance, 1 in a million. So you gotta be very direct and go, no, there is no stage time. No, I'm not gonna take you. No, this is not gonna happen. Blah blah blah, and you get used to that. Nope.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great.
That's it.
Owie. Yeah. That's it. Anything else?
Anything else? Anything you want to please plug the
Plug it in.
the
Plug
Weber
it in. Oh,
services.
Weber Counseling Services.
Yes. Oh
.com.
yeah.
They know
I
what they're
always
doing,
forget.
guys.
We're in Corona.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Let's
We
see.
have our Instagram, the
We
Weber
have
Counseling.
our Instagram,
What is it? Weber Counseling?
Yeah.
Weber Counseling Services. Well, like Weber Grill, Weber Bread.
Yes.
Who remembers Weber Bread?
Yes.
Yeah, we are taking new clients right now. We take every insurance except for Aetna and Kaiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys see children?
We see children.
Age-
Everyone
what's the
from the
age?
age. I think the youngest we've seen is 4.
Oh.
Can
to 100.
let me ask you a quick question. For example, if I know this person would benefit from therapy, can I pay for it and just have them
Like a
check
gift
in?
card?
Like not a gift card, but have an arrangement where, listen, I want to pay for the next 8 sessions, and I just want this person to really like get therapy. And they're saying I don't have any money, but that person facilitates the funding. Is
Yeah.
that something you guys work? Because I know that
Yes,
HIPAA
we would
laws
just
and all that.
your credit card would be on file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with HIPAA laws and stuff like that, without it doesn't.
No,
interfere
you
any of
wouldn't
that.
have any access to any of the
Perfect.
medical
Yeah, yeah,
records
But
or
you can
anything.
pay for the services.
Literally,
They can come
that's
to
it.
you and
That's
say,
great.
Yeah.
okay. I'm just thinking because if there's people out there that know of people, especially right now with the deportations, the trauma kids go through. If you know of somebody that you are willing to sponsor and come to your clinic and go, look, these kids went through something really traumatic, and I'm their uncle. Yeah. I'm their cousin. I'm this. I'm their neighbor. And I really want to make sure these kids are okay because what they went through.
Yep.
They can come and set up services. And I think that'd be great if that's something
Well, we're
that people
going to
do.
be doing new stuff. Irvin and I are going to be doing a new,
Neurofeedback.
neurofeedback. We're going to be getting trained in that, and that's a whole other
Okay.
thing that we can talk about.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not, unfortunately, it's not covered by insurance. You do require a lot of sessions with this type of modality. Insurance is not as willing to pay for it because it takes away from big pharma.
Would you be willing to work with nonprofits that would come in and say, okay, we really love the program. We really, because I think that's really the next step,
I'm willing
the
to
healing
work
part.
with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's great.
Yeah.
The healing aspect now. I mean, after we've been through something like this, there has to be that healing, because if not, we're going to have a generation of resentment.
Right.
These kids that you're deporting their parents, they start creating resentment in the community.
And speaking about immigration, another thing that we're going to be doing in the office is we're going to do immigration evaluations for people
that's right.
who need them in order to
Explain what that is. Immigration evaluations.
So sometimes when you're trying to get, like, let's say a visa, or there's different types of, I don't know all of them, but let's just say you're coming to this country because you're leaving another country.
You're being prosecuted.
Prosecuted, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But now you have to show proof, right? That I do have this trauma.
Yes.
So we are going to start doing that as well.
What you're talking about, for example, I'm leaving Peru because my it's a very powerful man, and he beats me, and he has me there, so I escaped.
Right. And maybe because of the political climate right now, asylum's not like the thing to do, right? They might put you like on a waiting list, but you might be able to get some other type of document to get you in. That's what the psychological evaluation is for.
Oh, and you guys are going to start providing that. All right. There you go. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's good. Right.
I don't think you
No.
knew that.
No. You mentioned it in
we are?
supervision. You're like, I think you're getting a tally of people.
That's
get
really
trained.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so, right?
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Very
Katie,
cool.
thank you very much. This
Thank
is
you.
amazing. The hour went so quick. And can we bring you back again?
When am I coming back?
Whenever you want.
This is an open door.
Whenever
Whenever
you're
you
in
want.
town.
Don't
And not
bring
in
me back to
Montana.
California in the freaking summer.
Okay,
Good
come in
Lord, it's so hot.
When it's 75 in the
It's
winter.
freaking hot, man. I'm like dying.
We own the studio now, so we can do
My
whatever.
dad is like old school, does
You
not
came
turn
on
on
a
the
hot
AC. I'm like, me estoy muriendo.
All right. So, guys, don't forget, you'll see me at the Ontario Improv on September the 14th. We have more dates coming. Oxnard, I'll be in October. New York Comedy Festival, I'll be there on the 8th of November. Me and the whole family, we're going to New York. And so stay tuned for more dates. That is it. My name is Richard Villa, Irvin,
Hey.
Katie,
Rocio.
Rocio. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.